Hello, everyone. This is William Armstrong here about the coronavirus known as nCoV 2019. I'm reading an article on the New York Post says that North Korean official reportedly executed for breaking coronavirus quarantine. This is in Pyongyang, North Korea, in the DPRK. A North Korean official who returned from China has reportedly been executed for going to a public bath in violation of his quarantine, while experts express doubts about Pyongyang's claim that the Hermit Kingdom doesn't have a single case of the coronavirus. The trade official, who had been placed in isolation after traveling to China, was arrested and immediately shot for risking the spread of the deadly disease, the Dong-Alibo news outlet in South Korea reported. Yes, that's the name of a news outlet in South Korea. So get your minds out of the gutter if you think that means something else inappropriate. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has ruled by military law against anyone who leaves quarantine without permission. Meanwhile, an official at North Korea's National Security Agency, or KNSA, was exiled to work on a farm because he had a recent trip to China, according to the UK's Mirror. Some South Korean media outlets have reported several coronavirus cases and possible deaths from the illness in the north, but World Health Organization officials based in Pyongyang told the Voice of America that they have not been notified of any confirmed cases. North Korea has remained adamant that there have been no cases of the coronavirus within its borders, through experts outside the reclusive country, which shares an 880-mile-long border with China, have met that assertion with a healthy dose of skepticism. The North Korean authorities have told FAO that there are no cases of the new coronavirus, but we are suspicious of such claims. Bear Mendel of the UN Food and Agricultural Organization told Korea Biomed, the Mirror reported. Harry Kazanis, director of Korean studies at the Center of National Interest, told Fox News that there is no way that North Korea is not being impacted by the coronavirus. They are clearly lying, as they don't want to show any weakness or that there is any threat to the regime, Kazanis told the outlet. Considering how there are many porous sections of the North Korea-China border and how the Kim regime depends on illegal trade to survive, it is clear that the virus has come to North Korea. Oops! North Korea tries to hide the fact that there is no coronavirus outbreak in the country, but that backfires. That the viruses came to North Korea. Last week, North Korean Health Ministry official Song Eun-bom told the state media that there are no coronavirus cases in the country, but that they would be prepared in the event that the outbreak spread. Just because there's no case of the new coronavirus in our country, we should not be too relieved, but have civil awareness and work together for prevention, he said, according to Reuters. But North Korea, with its dated healthcare system, is ill-equipped to handle the novel virus, according to aid workers. Key Park, a lecturer at Harvard Medical School who has made multiple humanitarian trips to the impoverished country, said it would struggle to manage an outbreak. Before I finish reading, North Korea's healthcare system is so outdated and old that if an outbreak occurred in North Korea, the whole country would be stressed out and under pressure, and the whole country would just be in a coronavirus nightmare. Perhaps they can manage to detect and treat small numbers, but an outbreak could likely easily overload the health system, Park told the South China Morning Post. Critical medical supplies are hard to import, and vital equipment is unable to be repaired due to difficulty in procuring parts, he said, which is another big ouch. Naji Shafiq, former project manager for the World Health Organization's office in Pyongyang, said the North Korean authorities would need supplies such as masks, antivirals, and antibiotics. I presume there are more items needed, especially when it comes to cleaning and sterilization, Shafiq told the news outlet. May I remind as well as that many women and children suffer from malnutrition. These are factors that may affect the immunity system and render humans more susceptible to infection, he added. On Thursday, the Red Cross called for an urgent exemption from sanctions on North Korea to help prevent an outbreak of the coronavirus in the country. We know that there is urgent need of personal protective gear and testing kits, items which will be vital to prepare for a possible outbreak, Xavier Castellanos, Asia Pacific Director for the International Federation of Red Cross and Red Crescent National Society, said in a statement, Reuters reported. An exemption for allowing a bank transfer to the IRFC's branch in North Korea is essential as a life-saving intervention, he said. There is currently no other mode available for humanitarian intervention, and we must act now. The sanctions were imposed over the country's nuclear weapons and ballistic missile programs, which were developed in defiance of UN Security Council resolutions. State media said Pyongyang was extending the quarantine period for people showing symptoms to 30 days, and all government institutions and foreigners living in the country were expected to comply unconditionally. That's from one article. The other one from the New York Times is where the U.S. supports aid to North Korea for fighting the virus. But again, what makes it so difficult is for the North to buy or smuggle medicine, goods, other supplies from China. And since North Korea's public health system is so dysfunctional, the travel restrictions have made it very harder to get medicine, goods, other supplies from China in North Korea as well. And it makes it near impossible to do so to get that to happen. So having that said, North Korea has suspended international tourism, and the quarantine period is from 14 days to 30 days. And what makes it so embarrassing here is that North Korea's healthcare system isn't really that great at all. And having that said, I still don't get why a North Korean official got executed for breaking the coronavirus quarantine. They basically just executed the individual right on the spot by just shooting and killing this official. So, having that said, William Armstrong signing out, and I will talk to you next time or see you next time. Bye-bye.